Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna react to another Frank Tufano video, and this is gonna be very quick. And he is at 1.75 speed on top of that. So that just goes to show how slow he is and how uninterested he is in keeping his channel going. So here we go, by the way.
What's up? How are you guys today? We're going to do a quick day of eating, what I eat in a day, because I have not had one good night's sleep ever since I moved into this apartment. Haven't really had the patience to make like longer, more in-depth videos. I honestly don't know what it is. Maybe I...
So, are you saying without saying your diet is actually not helping you with your sleep, because it should be helping you with sleep? I thought that was the whole point. You said you were sleeping better with this diet. So which is it, buddy?
Need to spend less time on my phone, or it could be the air quality. Hopefully things get a little better, but I'm probably gonna have to move in a few months anyway, so when we change the living situation again, maybe I'll start feeling a little better, sleeping better. And I'm actually...
No, it's your diet, because no matter where I live, as long as, I'm not too stressed out, and I'm not stressed out, by the way, every day, 24/7, I try not to dwell on everything, and I sleep great,
Actually gonna go tanning for the first time this year today, so maybe the vitamin D will help me sleep, but we will see. We're starting with our overnight groats. If you guys missed the recipe, we did it a few weeks ago. It's just some vanilla, honey, a little bit of oil, and that's really it. A little bit of sugar.
What oil is this? Is it like canola oil? Because if so, bleh. Or because he never uses actual butter. What happened with like butter or ghee even?
Sometimes I put maple syrup, but overall just a really balanced carbohydrate source for breakfast to help start the liver detox throughout the day. Plenty of fiber, plenty of carbs.
Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. Probably. This will not detox your liver. You are filling your liver up with all these fat deposits, and you're just like, you are a walking, talking recipe for liver failure.
Carbs, starch, a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein in the oats. And then we have our apple.
There's no protein in oats. Are you nuts? There is no protein in oats. Nothing absorbable, that is.
That's going to add a little bit more gut motility and hydration and a little bit of dessert. Sometimes I'll have the protein for breakfast. Sometimes I don't. I like having this without the protein because it really speeds up my digestion in the morning, and then I get a lot.
LOL. You're gonna, oh man, dude, I don't know what is, wow. You're what happened to your meat in the morning, your sausage or whatever?
Hungrier for lunch. So maybe we'll swap it up for dinner too. Like I'll have protein for breakfast and lunch sometimes, and then I'll skip it for dinner, but...
So he's eating even less meat now. No wonder you're not sleeping. You already are malnourished enough. Yeah, let's malnourish ourselves even more, buddy. Yeah, yeah.
It's nice to give the digestive system a little bit of a break from the protein, at least one meal a day. And
you weren't doing that before. Why are you doing it now?
Because we're going to go tanning in a little bit, I'm not going to take supplements because certain ones can interact with your body's ability to absorb vitamin D. So, if you're...
Yeah, maybe you should, I don't know, eat a normal diet, like normal human diet, like, because our DNA is very ancient. So, yeah, maybe stop with this craziness and then you'll feel better.
Take magnesium if you're going to take vitamin C, if you're going to take B vitamins. I would do it, later in the day after you tan, or just keep it separate on a different day. We're going to have some just glass bottle mineral water for breakfast. Maybe we'll have some water kefir later with lunch. And of course, I'm going to have a teaspoon of mastic gum, as I do with every meal after we finish breakfast. So, guys, I'm going to sit down and enjoy this and have my breakfast. And I guess that's it. So we'll see you guys back for lunch. God, I got absolutely scorched outside. It's like 90 degrees in the middle of April in New York. I thought I was going to have a heat stroke. My head hurts.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Note to self, never go out and sit in direct sunlight for like hours. Yeah, I have never done that. I would go inside eventually. I'd be like, nope, can't do it anymore. I'm too hot.
So much, but I feel a little better now. And warm barley soup is definitely not the the best thing to have on a 90-degree day with our peasant meal, our chunk of bread. But this is what we've been having for lunch for the past few months now. Just barley, onion, mushroom. We got some flank steak in here today, as well as some of the beef stock and collagen broth from Frankie's free-range meat, and then put a little bit of oil in there. And I was craving so much salt because I was sweating so much.
What is this oil? Does anybody know? He doesn't say what kind of oil it is. For all I know, it could be canola.
I put like a tablespoon of salt in this. We got our water kefir, our probiotic. I forgot to bring home the water kefir grains, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. I'm going to take some vitamin B1 and vitamin B2 with lunch. Would have probably taken some B vitamins in the morning if I knew my head was going to hurt so much. I might have prevented that. And then, as usual with every meal, guys, we're going to have some mashed gum too. So,
yep, provoke all that nausea. Woo!
I think you guys have seen this meal kind of identically over the past several days of eating. The bread, we have the recipe. We're doing homemade bread every single day. The soup, we have the recipe too in the Instant Pot, and then we have the
carbs. You're trying to justify carb addiction. Don't deny it.
Peeled apple, so it's mostly a balance of different types of starches, carbohydrates, and sugars to keep the digestion moving, keep the liver detoxing.
It is all carbs. It is all sugar. There's no difference. It's all carbs. Carbs, 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 carbs.
Small amount of animal protein, plenty of amino acids in the collard broth, and since everything is so high quality and organic, we do have an abundance of minerals as well, all washed down with the water kefir to help aid.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're eating a whole bunch of crap that interferes with the mineral absorption. So there's that.
Digestion a little bit. So I'm going to relax, enjoy my lunch, and probably lay down a few hours to recover from my headache. Bro, you guys, I look so dark. Look at my legs. Look how bad I got burned. Oh my God, I probably shouldn't go out again tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for dinner, and we finally have a change of pace from the beef udon noodles. We're doing beef negamaki with white quinoa and, of course, our organic Honeycrisp apple. This is actually...
Dude, all you eat is sugar. I don't even think that beef has any fat in it. You never... I don't know. Dude, you cannot eat this way. Like... This diet is not doing you justice. The only time I ever truly have problems sleeping is if I'm super stressed out or, during my monthly events.
Actually, a recipe we're going to do on Saturday, so be sure to check that out. It's basically just some flank steak rolled up with some scallions. Really, really delicious, and I had some extra ingredients, so I decided to make it again today. And then the organic white quinoa we just made with mineral water in our Yum Asia rice cooker that you can see back here. But let's just do a little taste for you guys, and then we'll talk about the nutrition. So the beef negamaki with the glaze that we made for it. This is so delicious, guys. Definitely check out that recipe tomorrow. And the quinoa is...
Now, I've never heard of negamaki before. Is it like a spice mixture, or is it... I don't know. I'm curious. I guess I'll have to Google it, but... I'm sure there's no fat at all, except for whatever the heck that oil is. So much carbs. He eats so much carbs. I know he has diabetes. He has diabetes just like his blood is juice.
Plain with some salt and a little bit of oil. I actually really like the quinoa. I just didn't put enough salt in it last time.
The chewing sounds again. Oh my goodness. They sound a bit funny because the headphones I'm wearing, but good lord.
Tried it. Quinoa. Quinoa. So the flank steak in the form of our negamaki here.
Carbs. Carbs.
Is, of course, for the protein, the nutrients. Honestly, a little more protein than I normally have, more than I should have, but it's so tasty, I'm kind of treating myself. The white quinoa is a nice, healthy, minimally inflammatory whole grain.
Wait, did he say white? Any white grain is, especially white grains, are not good for you. No grain is good for you, but especially the white ones. Like, they're more high glycemic. I mean, they're better in terms of less fiber, but if you eat a huge mound of it, yeah, you're going to have a huge blood sugar spike, and you're going to feel like absolute bleep.
We're using it instead of rice after we kind of did the research on the arsenic concerns in rice, so I really, really like this as a whole grain. Maybe we'll do a whole video on it after I do some more studies on it. We're going to have...
How is a white grain a whole grain? I thought whole grains were typically brown. This is the blindness talking, y'all.
Maybe 1 or 2 vitamin B1 capsules for dinner to kind of alleviate the carbohydrate content, as well as some of the sugar from the apple, which is just adding more volume, more fiber.
No, you're not eating anything that will reduce the release of the sugars. You're not eating anything that will. Especially when you no, you're just not. You're just not. You're actually creating liver failure. And I learned a while back that fructose glycates your cells too, and it's invisible on a typical A1C check. So there's that, and maybe I should keep that in mind too when I drink my carbs. That I don't have a lot of, but I still like to drink carbs sometimes.
Nice little treat at the end of the meal. You guys know the deal. And then we have our masticum. We're going to finish off the meal with 1 teaspoon as usual. So the main difference here is we're just being a little creative and having a treat for our protein source. The white quinoa is a new carbohydrate, which is a nice balance of starch and fiber, and it also tastes very, very good. We don't have
I don't believe you. Don't believe you at all.
to worry about too many pollution concerns as far as I know. And we're being minimal with our supplementing. Usually just for dinner, I'll have 1 or 2 vitamin B1. And then throughout the rest of the day, earlier on in the day, is when I'll have my minerals and my other B vitamins. And of course, the apple for dessert has been typical for us. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you go to frank-tufano.com, you'll see all of my businesses where you can get a lot of high-quality animal products on Frankie's Free Range Meat. We have the water kefir, all the stuff for the bread, everything on Frankie's Free Range Foods. And you can go on organ supplements for the supplements, Wi-Fi shielding for the protective clothing I wear every day, and Frankie's Naturals for the hygiene and cosmetic products. So as always, if you guys could please drop a like on the video, leave a comment down below, make sure to subscribe and check that notification bell, and I will see you guys.
Well, that's it for that. He was very quick today with this video. Dude, I don't know how you can follow anything this guy says. He said that lead paint, painting your house with a lead paint, will shield you from radiation. Lead is poisonous, by the way. You don't want to eat with lead. You don't want to, yeah. He said lead is not poisonous. This is the same person that believes lead is not poisonous. Y'all, don't believe anything he says. He says gluten is good for you. He says gluten is good for you. Why did my thing do that? Sorry, my thing beeped at me. But yeah, nothing makes sense, anything that he says. But anyways, I'm gonna get going now, so I hope you enjoyed that quick little video, and I will see you in the next.